Hey, what's up? It's long run weekend and we're going at it again. Last week I did 8 as my long run and barely made it, barely survived it. This is my 4th week of recovery after an injury. So we're just gonna do it again. We're gonna keep doing it until we can do it right.
3, 2, 1.
Get you.
Hey, what's going on? Matthew and Rosie here. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome to Veloz Running. Do me a big favor, slide your hand down, subscribe, like, and share. Today is long run weekend, but we are actually running. Today's actually Friday because this is Father's Day weekend and we got a bunch of things going on Saturday and Sunday. So fortunately, we were off today, so we decided to do it today and get it done, get it out of the way. It is hot, it's humid, it's a little bit cloudy, so it helps that the sun's not pounding on us yet. We got a late start because we slept in. It's probably after 9 o'clock, right?
Yes.
It's after 9 o'clock. So, but sleeping in is just so good. We should have got up probably around about 6. Oh well, I'm sure most of you runners have already done sitting down eating breakfast. We're just getting started. Last week I did 8 miles and I barely made it. As most of y'all know, if you've been following me, I got hurt, was out for 7 weeks, just started running 3 weeks ago. This is actually the 4th week, and so needless to say, I got out of shape. And what used to be a routine run of 8 miles was actually tough. And it was hot. It's hot. So we're gonna do it again because let me fix this. When you have trouble doing something, especially when it comes to running, just keep doing it. Keep doing it till it gets easy. So going for 8 again. So here we go. 8-mile run. 8-mile run. It's hot, humid. I hate feeling out of shape, but it is what it is, and the only way you can get in shape is to keep running. So we're doing this. We're going the same route we did last week. Same boring route. There's nothing really fun about it. It's flat. Half of it's flat, half of it's hilly. But it's mileage. And we get it done. It's getting the job done. So we're gonna do it again. No need to add anything exciting to it yet. It's just about getting mileage done, covering the distance. So here we go. Almost at mile 1. All right, just hit mile 1, 10:38. Nice and easy. I don't really plan to go any faster than that. Maybe a little bit, maybe get into the upper 9s on the way back. But for the most part, that's the pace. Chilling. So 1 down, and I am sweating. We're gonna lose some water weight today. That is humid. Pretty flowers. So, onward. We usually go straight that way. We'll turn right here and get an extra mile. Last week we got extra mileage on the other end. We're gonna pick up an extra couple miles on this side before we get to the hills. This is a whole loop that gets us a mile that way and a mile coming back. So we're almost to mile 2. So far so good. Legs are feeling pretty good, pretty decent. Anyway, here we go. Coming up on mile 2. Just hit mile 2, 10:06. Still on this back curve. Next stop, a little after mile 3 mark. Water, Gatorade, stretching, and then we head to the hills. 2 down. Just hit mile 3. Not sure what the time was. Post it later. Going up a little bit further up. Get our regular routine break. Water, Gatorade. And then we're heading to the hills. Okay, we are at mile 3.1. Picked up an extra mile back here. We're about to go into the hills. Took a little break here. Some water, some Gatorade, a little stretching. Trying to stretch out this calf. My legs actually feel pretty decent, but we're about to put in some work and get into hills. Nothing exciting, pretty boring runs, but boring is good when you're trying to get in shape. You don't need something exciting. You don't make it harder than it is. Let's just put mileage. Let's just run. Let's just get it done. So we're headed to the hills. 3.1. So we need to get 2 miles further, come back, get 5. Oh no, wait, hold on. We need 1 more mile. Sorry, we're doing 8 today, right? So 1 more mile that way, and then we head back. That'll give us our 8. Okay, we're back at the hill again. Same hill, same course, same pain. It is humid. You can see I'm soaked. But we're gonna put a little bit of work in. Nice and easy. All right. I need my arms, so I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you on my hip. All right. This is tough. Here. Heading down. We're on the back side of that big hill we can climb. We are at the bottom of the hill. 4.15. Next hill is a 800-meter climb. Half a mile up. So, a little bit of work still left to do. Nice and easy though. Nice and calm. Well, I don't know about calm, but we're trying to go nice and easy. We're at the steepest part of the hill. Last 200 meters and climbing. We can do this. Here we go. We're at the top, but still climbing. We're supposed to turn around at the top of the hill, but I decided to keep going. I'm gonna go to the end of this block, pick up a little extra, see what we get. According to this, I just hit mile 5, so we'll go to the end of the block, turn around. All right, turnaround point. We're at 5.18. We're gonna go back to the top of the hill and stop, get some water, rest, and head back. So that means if we go back the same way, we should have 10 instead of 8. So, at least we're heading home. We are at 5.6. This is usually the stop. I ended up picking up an extra mile over there, or half a mile, plus that mile that we picked up inside the neighborhood, in the neighborhood. If we go straight back home, I'll end up with a little over 9. If we go back the same way, I should end up with about 10 miles. So a little extra, more than I wanted to, or more than I had planned anyway. But I feel pretty decent. So we're gonna keep going. It is very cloudy, but don't let that fool you. It is so humid. Most of this is sweat. I'm not trying to be disgusting, but I am losing water weight fast. So that's why we have to stop. I don't care if I have to stop another time. We probably will stop another time. Continue drinking water and Gatorade. I just took some salt. We're not trying to see how far we can go without water. We're trying to see how far we can go with every resource available to us. So here we go. We're on our way back. 4 miles to go, I guess, something like that. So let's do this. Let's get out of here. The bottom again. I'm about to climb the steepest hill of all of them. Where's Rosie? There she comes. So, I'm headed back. In about 50 meters, we'll put in some good work. All right, here we go. The hill starts off at this mailbox right here. Time to climb. Bills pay the bills. You want to get in shape? Go to the hills. Halfway up. Halfway up. Another hill. Oh my gosh, that hurt. Big hills are done. One small hill to go. Head it down, head it down. We're at 7.18, back at our first stop. Got some water again, Gatorade, stretched out. The big hills are done. Now we're just headed home. If we go straight, we get 2 more. If we go back the same way we came, we get 3 more. We end up with 10 instead of 8. Either way, we're gonna end up with more than the 8 that we planned. So we're already here. We might as well go back the same way we came and get those 10. So whew, we're headed home though. We're close. We're close, 3 miles away, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and we're home. So let's go. It got cloudier. It actually looks a little darker, but don't let it fool you. It is humid. I am burning up. My skin's on fire. But I'm glad it's cloudy and I don't have the sun also pounding on me. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. We're gonna add this extra mile on the way home so we can get the 10. We could have went straight, but we're already here. We're gonna go slow. It's just about covering the distance. I'm actually going 10:45 right now. 10:45 pace. So nice and easy. It's not easy, but easy pace, I guess. But I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. But just hit mile 8. 2 more to go. We're on the backside of this trail still. This road. We're getting closer. We'll go around this turn. Get back on the main road. 8 done. So the goal for today is done. We wanted to do 8. There it is. Only problem is we're 2 miles away from home. So a little bit of work left to do. Last hill, last little climb, not too big, but it is a little climb. We are at 8.95, so we're about to hit probably 9 at the top of the hill. I'm glad I'm done. So we're gonna have probably 10.2, 10.3 when we get home. Maybe a little more, not sure. A little bit more to go. Just hit mile 9. 10:04 I think it was. I actually hit it while I was climbing the hill, but too tired to record. So we're at the top now. A little over a mile to go to home. To get home. 9 done. We're in the last mile. 1 more to go. We're at 9.36 and it's almost exactly 1 mile from this corner to my house. So we're gonna end up with a little bit over 10. Good deal, good deal. If I was at 9.445, I would probably get that other extra half and get the 11, but we're gonna round off to 10. We're in the last mile, babe. Almost there. Half mile away. Almost there. Half mile away from home. I am ready to sit down and have something to drink. Grinding it out, that's what this is about. Just hit mile 10. 10-12 pace, or 10-12 mile nice and, I'm gonna say nice and easy, but that's as fast as I can go. So it's not too easy. 10 down. We got about 3 blocks to go to get home. So, all right. Oh my gosh, 10.34. Oh. We did it. We did it. 10 miles. Another long run weekend is done. This is my 4th week of running since my injury, and I am pumped up. I'm excited. 4 weeks in a row of being able to run. And today's goal was to do 8. I did 8 last week, and I barely made it. And you know, part of it is just again being out of shape, losing it a little bit, and it was just really hot. I don't know. Maybe it was just everything together. But I did put some runs in this week throughout the week. You got to put weeks throughout the run. You can't just do long runs. So all these workouts just stacking and stacking and stacking, they make a difference. And then Wednesday I actually did I guess kind of a tempo run. It was more like a fartlek because I ran like 2 miles to warm up, and then I was doing like 45 seconds sprints for about 2 miles. So that really helps. That really pushed me a little bit. Got my cardio working, and so I think it helped today. Now today is really humid. Fortunately, when I ran Wednesday and last Saturday, the sun was pounding, but fortunately it's a little bit cloudy, so it's still hot and humid. But at least the sun wasn't pounding on my skin the way what usually is. Yesterday was they said that the heat index was 115 degrees here, with a lot of humidity, and probably because of the humidity. But I don't know what it was today, but it's probably very comparable to that. So it was pretty toasty. Now I always add mileage when I can. Now there's a big difference. Here's where you gotta kind of balance it out. There's a big difference between it hurts and I'm hurt. As I told you, I was hurt, and there was nothing I could do. There was nothing I could do to run if I wanted to. It was too painful, and it was an injury. It wasn't just because I was just hurting just because it was hot, or I was going too fast, or cardio. It was an injury that did not allow me to push off with my foot, and it hurt. It was painful, and running would have just made it worse. And so that's the big difference. Now today I ran, and probably the best I felt as far as my calf. I'm not 100%, but it's probably the best I felt. So the issue here today was not my calf or my legs, at least not injury wise. It was my legs towards the end because I was getting tired. It was just out of shape, just the cardio part of it. So that I can work through. That I don't mind doing an extra mile. Now within the limits I add, I'm not just going to keep going just because I can to do 20 miles, because that's not going to help. But an extra mile I can do, right? So I did that. I always like to add, if I can, an extra mile here and there. Just push the limits just a little bit. Push the limits just a little bit, because you can. Now again, you work it out. If you got to stop and you got to slow down and you got to just go from block to block if you have to, but at least you push the limits a little bit, and that's what I wanted to do today. So I got an extra 2 miles in. My calf feels decent. I'm going to ice it anyway. But just a little fatigued, a little tired, but overall my body's tired, just because this is the longest run I've done in probably 4 months, probably 5 months, maybe more. So it was 7 weeks of being injured, plus I don't think I did the 10 miler too many times before that. So it's been a while. So I'm excited. We did it. Another good long run, another weekend done. And there's actually a race tomorrow, the Dos Rios 5K, that I will not be able to attend. I hate it. We went to it last year. This is the race where Rosie, if y'all were following us, Rosie fell and fractured her elbow and ended up having surgery. So we were going to go back and actually just walk it and have fun. But I have a graduation that I got to be to at tomorrow. So that's why I ran today, because I couldn't run tomorrow. And so, and then Sunday is Father's Day. So to all you dads out there, happy Father's Day. Shout out to all the dads out there. The greatest title in the world is dad. But thank you again for hanging out with me and going through this journey. We're closer. I think this is pretty much the end of my recovery running. As far as I think I'm good. Next week we're going to go ahead and count it as week 1 of marathon training. So a whole new journey. We're to 10 miles, probably do 8 to 10 again next week. And then just start from there. So that puts us at somewhere around 25 weeks out, 24, 25 weeks out. I don't know exactly what it is, but somewhere like that, which is perfect. Plenty of time to get in shape. And so we're gonna put some base miles in for about 4 weeks, and then we're gonna get serious about the marathon. So again, thank you for hanging out with me. Do me a big favor, slide your hand out, subscribe, like, and share. Connect with us, we'll connect with you, and let's run together. Take care, be blessed.